Hello, I'm just going to wait for a few of you to come in. Good evening, everybody. Good night to some of you if you're watching from the UK. Who've we got in tonight? Hello, Hoops. I hope you're well. Hey, Ricky. Hope you're well. I've got a bit of a mad house tonight. My son's got a few of his friends around, so if you can hear any loudness, it's coming from the next room. But I'm great. I'm doing really well. I've had how you doing, Ricky? I've had a bit of a mad day today, actually. I'll wait for a few more to come in. I've been doing a lot more research, into different kind of things, and looking more into a lot more of people that have been emailing me and reaching out to people that oh, thank you, Hoops. It's you like making me feel good about myself. That's what it is. I actually feel good about myself. I feel useful. That's what it is. Hey Shane, have we got long gunning tonight? Can you all hear me okay as well? Can everybody hear me okay? My son actually bought me a new mic and I can't hear it, so I'm not sure if you lot can hear me okay. Oh, brilliant. That's brilliant. Our mother goes, bear with me. That was my phone to remind me that I've got to go live. Yeah, it's been a bit of a mad day today. I've really tried to reach out to a few people that I've been emailed about for support and stuff. I actually had somebody else reach out to me earlier on as well, and it was only through a comment really, but it was really nice. And I wanted to address as well, if anybody happens to see her come into this room, her name's Kaz, just block her straight away, because she is one of Nicolina's bitches. So I just want to say that if you see her come in, just block her. So yeah, I sat and I watched one of Benny's videos earlier on, and it went on for like 3 hours or something. It was just ridiculous, and it just seems like that this redemption thing already has gone clean out the window. What's the matter? Kids. Well, not even kids anymore. Hey, darling. Just bear with me a moment. I'll put a link in case anybody wants to come up. You can come up as well if you want, Ricky. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, Laurie. I'm Bob. I hope you're well. Hope you're all well. If anybody wants to come up, you're more than welcome to come up. Hi, Queen Latifah. I was actually sat through most of Benny's live. Well, I don't know. I missed the live, so I caught the replay. And it seems like the redemption doesn't it's not lasting very long, is it? You know, because he's back to threatening people again. Hi, candy apples. He's back to threatening people again, and he's, you know, gone completely back into this beast of what he said he didn't want to be anymore. This second, I'm stuck in a huge rabbit hole, but wanted to hit the like and share. Oh, thank you, voices. Let me put that up. Oh, I love you too. I really do. Ah, thank you very much. It means a lot. It does. It means a lot. I've had to be strong. You know, it's been one of those things, and it's been something that I've had to do. So it's just, it is what it is. I have a serious problem, you know, as we all know, with bullies, and, you know, cyber bullies in particular. And I have problem with people that think there should be some sort of stigma to mental health. I actually went back as well, and I had to listen over Nicolina's live again. I actually made a video of it, and it was, you know, more of a clip video because I didn't want to listen to what she had to say. So kind of went back today and listened to the bits I didn't want to catch. And she's unbelievable. I mean, Jesus Christ. Rap, Benny, and Nicolina, they're just stabbing each other to death. We don't need to do fuck all. You know, it's like it's like a gladiator battle or something. They're absolutely ripping each other to pieces. You know, apparently Benny's saying that Rap's this crazy woman beater. Excuse me. Rap saying he has information on Benny being the same. I don't know what the hell's going on. I really don't. No, I can't believe it either. You see, the people that do believe the BS, most of them people would be probably his new followers. You know, I don't think anybody that's known Benny Keys longer than 10 months would fall for the BS, you know, because we actually see it's a pattern in his sociopathic behaviour, shall we say. What's going on? What am I missing now? First one to catch you, love you, very strong one. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, so kind of going back to what I was saying, I went back to Nicolina's video, you know, the one that I took clips out of, and I listened to it again, and I understood for a second. I didn't excuse a behaviour because I've never excused a behaviour. Behaviour is disgusting. But for a second, I thought to myself, I know why this bitch has a problem with people that have mental health issues. You know, these people that she's out here bullying, like Letitia and Kimmy, and, you know, she, the Muslim woman as well. You know, that I'm not gonna Leah. I'm not gonna go on and on and on about the people that she bullies because she targets certain people. That's what she does. But I went back anyway, and I was listening, and she's absolutely vile. I don't know whether we've got sugar pie in at the moment. But she made a video of the stuff that of the same live, you know, the same video, but different parts. And she was absolutely slating her mother. Oh, I'm glad you're in here, Donna. Hello. yeah, it's got way out of control. So, you know, it has to come to an end now. And what people need to understand as well is that, you know, the reason that I do allow them up when they come up, I'll question them, you know, or whatever, but I know that I'm going to show the personality, you know, because I'll trigger people like that, you know, because I don't fear people like that. So, you know, it triggers them. It triggers them. So their own personality comes out and they end up showing themselves for what you know, what they are. She came on here, she made an absolute fool out of herself twice. And within that week, she just blew herself up. She's on her own, big time. Hey, Sugar Pie. Yeah, Sugar Pie, she made the video actually about, there was a part, because that's how I watched it, actually, Sugar Pie. I watched it on your channel because I would not go and give her the view. And it was a part where she was talking about borderline personality disorders. And she was going on about Benny having this borderline personality disorder and this, that, the other. And she says, and this is why I have no fucking empathy for people that are suicidal. And I thought to myself, what the fuck is she talking about? You know, my mom had borderline personality disorder, and you know, and this is why she fucking has a serious problem with it. Maybe her mum had it and she wasn't treated. I don't know. You know, yeah, that's right, Sugar Pie. She was actually, you know, she was out there saying it. So I thought to myself, this is maybe why this bitch is so hateful. You know, maybe this is why she's so hateful. Maybe it really, really affected her like that. You know, maybe that she's not strong-minded enough, you know, to understand that people can't help the fact that they have a mental illness. You know, she didn't say that she was beaten or anything crazy like that. You know, it was like it was mental sort of abuse. You know, but I find it really difficult because she comes across as like a really entitled kind of person. You know, like Queen fucking Cuntalina, she likes to call herself. And as I said to her, you know, you're not a cunt because cunts are useful. You ain't useful. You're a bitch. A dog. That's all she is. I won't give her the satisfaction of calling her a cunt. But yeah, she threw Benny under the bus as well, unbelievably. And she really went to town on his borderline personality disorder. And she let it out good and proper, you know. Everything that I've been saying, she just said, you know, straight out. And that Benny does have these one-to-ones with these women that he knows has money and milks them for everything, you know, he can kind of get. And then when he's used them, he throws them away. That's what he does. And, you know, and she was just coming out with all this shit. And I'm thinking to myself, but you have supported this shit. And the people that he's been milking, you call your friends. You've called them your fucking friends. This is how narcissistic she is. You know? She called these people her friends, but knew Benny Keys was having these one-to-ones with them and using them. She said she knew all along. She was just waiting to out him. That's what she says. Now, that's the biggest pile of bullshit I've ever heard in my entire life. They're all on this damage limitation kind of thing at the moment. You know, they're all trying to, what's the word? Yeah, they're too busy trying to pull the knives out the back. They don't even know which direction they're coming from because they're all turning. All their mods are turning on one another. People, it's gone crazy. It's gone really crazy. But I was quite surprised actually that when Benny came out today, he was so back to his ways again, you know, talking like he's and threatening, and you know, there's no need for it. You reckon you're changing and you're turning over a new leaf, but you're threatening people, you know. To be honest, no, I don't really have no time for rap. I have no time at all for Benny Keys. I have no time for Nicolina. Just irrelevant to me now. You know, we've done what we wanted to do. We've hated them, and job done. As far as I'm concerned, job done. Let me see. Good. I'm glad you can all hear me well. Yes. So we kind of. I thought this was going to play out for a lot longer. Let's put it like that. I thought it was going to play out for a lot longer. Oh, and guys, as well, you all need to get over to Jimbo's and start giving the donations to River Blue and marking my name on those creator lists, please. I have been nominated, and Sugar Pie's been nominated as well. So get over there and start giving us some marks, please, if you don't mind. And at the same time, you're helping Ocean as well. It's only $1 to nominate or to vote. So get over there and you know, give Ocean Lover some love and help Jimbo help her out. I just wanted to say that as well. Sugar Pie's actually in a few different categories. I'm in the most compassionate, actually. The most compassionate. And I'm quite chuffed with that. You know, I think it's the Stand My Hooves. I just got the notification from it, and I was nominated for most compassionate creator. Sugar Pie has been nominated for quite a few, about 3 or 4, but you can still nominate as well. So you can nominate me and you can vote for me. And it is for Ocean as well. It's for Ocean Lover. You know, we know the situation. Most of us know the situation with her. So, you know, get over and and give us some votes. I have 30 windows open and a rabbit hole. That's me always. Won't be here for a few weeks. That's perfectly well. That's perfect. Do you have a channel at all? Do you have a channel? Ion Truth. Are you a creator? Because as well, I mean, you know, if you come into the chat and you're a creator and you know you want to come up and you know, have a bit of a talk about what you do or whatever, do you know how thankful I am that somebody like you is fun? Sorry. Yeah, you know, it had to be done. It had to be done. You know, we had to. It upset a lot of people. It upset a lot of my supporters. You know, because it was twice. It was twice I had her up, and the first time I kind of. I mean, I got this was when I explained that I was on medication. Then, you know, I mean, I did come out before, and I did tell you guys that I was medicated and what was wrong with me. But I wasn't as ready this night, so I wanted to back the next night, and I got to back the next night, and I virtually kicked her ass. Virtually kicked her ass. What's this? They did indeed. They did indeed. You see, I might only have almost 600 subs, but what I know is dangerous. You see, and they might think they're clever, with their big words and crazy quotes. But I'm very street smart. I know how to work it with people. I know how to bring the worst out in people, and I know how to bring the best out in people. That's an ability I have. I only bring the worst out in people. For example, with bullies. You know, if they're bullying somebody else, then I will confront the bully, bring the worst out in them, and show them for what they are. That's what I will do. And that's what I did, and job done, because within 2 days, she was tucked down. Done. You know, bit of a coincidence, wasn't it? Bit of a coincidence. Yeah, I've actually heard the same thing as well. I've heard the same thing. I don't know if she's been fired or she's suspended. I know she's under investigation, apparently. She's definitely under investigation. This is our main channel. Oh, right, okay. I did wonder. Of course it is. Oh, Jesus, yeah. Of course it is. Is this you then, Bob? Because we've got Laurie as well. We've got you both in the chat. If you're not subbed over to Eye on the Truth as well, that's Voices Behind the Shit's other channel. So, am I right? Please tell me I'm right. Let's see. Oh, we will. We will. You see, we've got time on our side in that kind of way. You know, we have, especially with me, I've been researching for a long time, and I wasn't putting content out when I was researching. So, the stuff is there, and there's a few people I need to deal with, but I have to be careful about how I'm doing it. You know, when I know, when I know for a fact people like Nicolina are bullying people that are suicidal, and pregnant and homeless, and people when they did what they did to Rona Shell, that really triggered me into wanting to stand up and say, hang on, this ain't in no more. This bullying has got to stop. You know, seeing person after person after person after person, and I'm thinking to myself, and these people are breaking. They're breaking because they're not mentally strong enough to stand up to them. And that's not their fault. It's like I say, and I say it every single day. To be able to move on in life, you have to leave the victim in the past and become the survivor. And once you become the survivor, there is nothing anybody can do to hurt you. Ever. Ever. Yeah. Yeah. He's trying, but I know you probably feel the same way as I do, because we have these conversations, but I don't fall for none of his shit, to be honest with you, because we've saw too much of it. This is the thing, people that I'm new to this YouTube thing and this Benny Keys and Ernie Shall and rap and Nicolina thing, people that have fell into the drama there, need to realise that what Benny Keys has been doing has been happening for a long, long time. And age, my sweetheart, and this scamming of women. I mean, apparently he was saying to Stormy, waiting for a divorce and all this is the shit that Nicolina was coming out with. So this is how he's got by this past year or so, preying on these women. You know, if you notice, most of his mods are women. Most of the people in his chat are women. You know, he has these ones, you know, one-on-ones with these women. And he can't be trusted. He cannot be trusted. You know, I don't know. He is, you know, when you look at him, let me see. I just want to catch that comment there. That was terrible. I mean, that is terrible. You know, that is disrespectful to anybody that would be transgender. You know, just that alone, saying that and keep saying it and keep saying it. You know, even if you've got a problem with Melton John and the way he conducts himself, then you're not just offending him, you're offending a whole community of people. This is what these people don't understand. When you come in and you start mocking somebody's mental health, you're not just affecting them, you're affecting the people that are watching. The people that could have potentially been in your audience are going to see you for being what you are and not want to know. Who is anybody to talk like that, you know, about anyone? You know, you don't do that. She likes to say the R word quite often as well. And that's another word I wouldn't even repeat because I just cannot stand it. I mean, why though? Why? You know, I mean, obviously this guy as well, I don't know if it's a character that he's playing. I can't work out what exactly is going on with Melton John. I don't know if it's just this crazy character or, you know, he genuinely needs help. I'm thinking, is he taking hormones and it's sending him a bit over sensitive, or, you know, but they still don't have the right to call him the things they call him. I mean, who are they? You know, that's like, that is just, to me, that's a form of homophobic. It's a form of being homophobic. And we know that Benny's homophobic by the stuff he says. I think the outrage, I think that people are starting to see this. People was, I was seeing that those comments being made today, but I noticed there's not so many people listening anymore. But it was a pile of threats, really. I mean, it was a pile of threats, more or less, to rap, and rap's threatening court action, and, you know, for I think defamation of character, because he's, you know, all this shit about rap supposed to be a woman beater. So to be honest with you, I don't want anything to do with any of them because, you know, I don't condone any of that kind of behaviour. Let me see. Yeah, I actually believe that there's something definitely wrong there. You know, it's definitely wrong there. And you know what? Sometimes, you know, characters are funny, but then it stops becoming funny and you start to think, well, hang on a minute, this is still a person. This is still a human being, you know. Who are we to judge how somebody wants to live their life? You know? I'm not going to poke fun at somebody because they want to wear women's clothes, or who am I to judge them? You know, who am I to judge somebody that wants to be, you know, a man that wants to be with another man, or a woman that wants, who am I to judge anybody? I would never, ever, ever throw any homophobic, you know, slur out there at all, because that's not, it's just so past. This is the present now, what we're living in, and there's no such thing. We don't look at race anymore. We don't look at people's sexuality anymore. You would have been ridiculed in the 80s for all sorts of things if you was in a biracial relationship. There was just so much stigma back then. But we've moved on 30 odd years now, and it shouldn't be there no more. It really shouldn't. And it's still bullying. I don't care if, Melton John is just a character that's been invented. I mean, I don't think it is. I actually think that that's all real, But he's obviously in need of some help. I mean, I was a bit frightened, to be honest with you, because I watched a video. I watched a video of his, and it was really. Oh no, I shouldn't have even said his. I'm not even gonna gender identify him at all, because I'm just keep saying it. Yeah. Anyway, I found it a bit creepy because he was filming a woman that he thought was transgender. He went into a shop, and it was really, really creepy, actually. And I'm thinking, if I was that person, and she said, no, I'm not transgender, I'm just transsexual. And he was really confused about it. The fact that, obviously she's saying, no, I'm just a transex, I'm not transgender. And I thought, this guy's really got something going on there, and maybe he could be a serious danger to other people as well. I mean, the way he talks, if you're kind of listening to that, it does sound really dangerous. Excuse me one moment. Yeah, it does come across really dangerous. I'm just putting a link up in case anybody wants to come up. And it is really scary when you're watching the guy sometimes, because you feel bad for him, but then the people that are around him, and I don't know. I mean, it was the Boyd, I think it was, where somebody had said about it, and I kind of had to look into it. There was this Noodles character and, a few other people. And, just out of being intrigued, you kind of look into it. And, oh my God, it is mental. It's completely, completely mental. It's like, whoa. And he has done some crazy stuff, and said some really crazy stuff. And I hate to say it, right, but all those hexes upon hexes upon hexes he put on you guys just seem to have been working. So I ain't even gonna fuck with him. Put it like that. I ain't even gonna fuck with him. Okay, I've got my cross over there, and I've got my sage over there. I ain't even messing with this Melton John, because his hexes seem to work. So, keep him over there. You can keep him wrapped. Yeah. Yeah. I'm afraid for his safety. I'm also afraid for potentially other people's safety as well, because I think that he could actually be a danger to himself and to other people, genuinely. There is definitely, if this is not a character and this is the way this person is, then there's definitely serious issues going on. And I would be petrified that he was gonna hurt himself or hurt somebody else, 100%. But he seems to be hell bent on this transgender, not transsexual. He's not transsexual. I keep saying, hey, for fuck's sake. I don't mean anything by that at all. You're probably all laughing at me here, but I really don't. I'm just gonna call Melton. I will call Melton. Because I don't know if they still have their bits or not. I don't know. And I'm not taking the mickey because, I just don't. Well, I don't want him over here starting hexing me. He can stay over there and carry on hexing Benny and Rap, to be honest. He's actually, yeah, he actually give him death threats and everything, threatened to kill Rap, and it was all sorts of madness. So no, I can't, just don't want him over here doing that. No way. What we got here? Yeah, exactly. And it's going real off on people, isn't it? Because who are we to judge anybody? Unless we have perfect lives and nothing to dig up and no shit. Who are we to, even if we don't, who are we to judge anybody? The title of this today is, don't be looking down at anybody unless you're helping them back up. And that's the way I live my life. That's the way I live my life. I mean, if people need help, and I'm not just talking about here, I'm talking about, in my community, my neighbours. I have a lot of old people live around me. I help them. A lot of them get taken into hospital and I look after the pets and go shops for them and, kind of do all that kind of thing as well. And I love doing that. That just makes me feel better about, I enjoy making somebody kind of smile like that, or people that need that help sometimes. It doesn't cost anything to be nice to people. It doesn't cost anything. And you'd be surprised actually how it makes you feel inside. Here you are. Hello, darling. I don't know if you want to go back a little bit long gone, but we've just been having a good conversation about Benny's redemption attempts again. I don't know if you've watched his live, but we're actually talking about Melton John at the moment and the bullying that is actually occurred through being as he and I keep saying it, calls himself transgender, not transsexual. There's a big difference. I think transsexual is just a man that likes to dress up, maybe for shows or, whatever. But transgender is where he, wants to be a female. I don't have a problem with that. This is the 21st century. This we ain't stuck in ancient times anymore. So I don't have a problem with that at all. I don't see why anybody would have a problem with it, but to keep irritating the person by calling him shim, and it's constant. You're triggering somebody. This is the point again, Rap, because I know you're going to end up watching this. This is what I mean by triggering people. You're triggering them, and you don't stop. This is the problem. You need to learn when to stop. You don't stop until you push somebody over the edge. And them hexes upon hexes upon hexes upon hexes, they've really fucked you up, sweetheart. He stated today I was going on about because I said that he was on his own. Because I said that, and he says, well, I've always been on my own. I've always been on my own. But no, you haven't, Rap. You haven't always been on your own. We only know you through BK, through the trolling of Ernie. You was never on your own until now. It's only now. Your mother's turned your back. Benny's turned his back. It's like a bunch of hyenas turning on each other. It's ridiculous. And as for again, like I says, all this, I'm a changed man, Benny. you know, goes live today and starts laying down threats on people and, you know, threatening to dox people, and Rap's like, well, all right then, I've got evidence on him. So maybe again, them two will just bury each other again. You know, Benny ain't fooling nobody, I don't think. I really hope he's not fooling anybody anyway. I'm going to catch up with a couple of these comments we've got here now. Exactly. Everybody did. Everybody did. So, you know, it was Benny that created the monster. You know, as Tim Mullen hired Benny to divert attention, Benny would have got Rap to divert attention from him by trolling Ernie. It's all, you know what? It's like a jigsaw puzzle. And, you know, you got it out on the table and you start putting it together and you start seeing the bigger picture. But that's what you have to do. You have to sit down and you have to think about it. I have to do it. Because I'm bringing it to you guys. You know, you as the viewers, you're just listening to what I'm saying. But we take these pieces out, you know, of all this fucked up stuff that's been going on, and we start putting the puzzle together. We start seeing the picture and we start seeing what's going on. And it all comes back to Benny and his narcissistic, sociopathic tendencies of being the alpha male for one. You know? You see, the thing is as well is, you know, Ernie's up to nearly 20,000 subs. This is all these people, you know, this is really irritating to me that Nicolina was saying as well, the same thing, that all Benny cares about is the sub count, and, you know, all they care about is, you know, how many people they've got and how many, they don't care about anything else. And do you know what? I'd rather have quality than quantity, you know? I'd rather have quality people that are listening and taking something out of, you know, what I'm saying and what my guests say. And you know, that's what I want. That's what I want. You know, I mean, Jesus Christ. He hasn't even got his settlement yet, but he's moved into this new house, you know, and Benny has made bank. We know Benny has made bank, and he's made it on the back of Summer Wells. If it wasn't for the Summer Wells case, I don't think anybody here would really know who Benny Keys was. Unfortunately, I started looking up on the Cash Gurning case. That was brought to my attention just before the Summer Wells case, and that's when I saw Nina Boy's video for the first time, and I was like, who the fuck is this Benny Keys guy? So I started looking, and then as I was looking into him, it was crazy. That's when Summer went missing. It would have been about the June time. Summer went missing at the time I started looking into Benny, because there was a lot of shit out there about him, you know, like big time shit. And I noticed that when Summer went missing, a lot of this stuff started to be deleted, and a lot of his stuff was deleted. And as I said, somebody got access to Donald Wells's Facebook and was spamming it with videos, short videos of Benny. So, you know, he infiltrated the family that way. And, you know, I listened to him for a little while about, you know, I'm thinking, well, you know, who is this? You know, what is this guy's goal? What is he at? And I started looking more into him. And it went back and I saw about the Cali Boys as well as the Cash Garden case. And then I saw Doug's No Thanks, his channel. I found Doug. And I learned a lot of Doug as well, because he worked with Benny Keys for quite a while. So, you know, he got to know him pretty well as well. And I'm not saying that I'm a fan of Doug's either, because I don't really, that's not really my thing. You know, my thing is to, you know, try and stamp out this cyberbullying. give mental health awareness. And there's other things that I want to do as well. Me and Lungon was talking earlier on via email. There's a lot of things out there in the world that's not just on our doorsteps. That are serious things, serious crimes of humanity. And we're talking people trafficking on massive, huge scale. And these are the kind of things that I really want to be putting my energy into. And these rings, I don't want to have to put my energy into fools like Benny Keys and Nicolina, because they will be completely irrelevant soon enough. He probably will get back in with Donald Wells, and he'll probably have another 6 months of, whatever. But he'll fade away. And when he does fade away, I still want to be here, Thank you, Lungo. I still want to be here way after them people have gone. And I still want to be helping people, I always wanted to do to volunteer as a humanitarian worker. That's something I've always wanted to do, always. Just be able to go out and just volunteer. Maybe a few weeks in one of these places like, Ukraine, or just on the border of Ukraine, and kind of helping the refugees and stuff like that, because at the moment, especially on the Romanian border, there's a hell of a lot of trafficking going on. It's been really big news over here. But these are the kind of things that pique my interest, because these are the kind of people that need help, and they have no choice about the situation they are in. We all have a choice about what situation we're in. We're in a place where we have we have roofs over our heads, we have access to the internet, we have phones, we have people that care about us. These people that are coming from war-torn countries, a lot of the time they have no family left. They're all dead. And the young people, and they turn up on a border and think that them getting help, and they're trafficked, And I've done a lot of research and a lot of work on that as well. And this, it's these kind of things, not so much now, but as the channel grows, as we start getting more subs, these are the kind of topics that we want to talk about, and have panels about, because we need to be able to show awareness of not just what happens in the UK and the United States, but everywhere. I really think that we've got really beautiful people, here at the moment, and we all share we all have very similar ways of thinking, and a lot of us are here because we have problems. We have mental health problems, or we've been bullied, or harassed, or domestic violence, and all this kind of stuff. So that gives us a head start, because we have the experience and the knowledge to be able to help people. And I know a lot of people that are in my chat now do. Let me see what this is. That's not happening. That's not happening. That's definitely not happening. I made a video about that, sugar pie. I don't know if you saw it, but that's not happening. Jess, get off there. I reached out to as many people as I could possibly reach out to, and made sure that they could make the family aware somehow of Benny Keys. But I think the family's already well aware of him. So he can try and insert himself into it, but all he's going to do is end up getting himself in more bother because he's not wanted around that case. You know, these people ain't Donald and Candace Wells. You know, Brandy's, you know, she's quite switched on, and so's Tola. You know, that's the parents. They're very, very switched on. So I don't think he's going to be able to worm his way in like he did with the Wells case. They're not vulnerable people as such. They're vulnerable because they've lost a child. And, you know, they probably want all the help they can get, you know, which is understandable. But people are talking about Benny now constantly. And people are making videos about it. So if Michael's parents put in Michael's name, there's videos out there that has BK's name attached to them, warning them not to let them anywhere near this case. And I'll say it to his face. I have no problem with saying it to his face. If by any chance any of his people are in the room, or even Benny's in the room, I'll say it to your face what I think. Don't bother at all. Don't bother at all. You want to do something good, go and look for missing adults. You know, go and do that. Make yourself useful. Go and look for missing women. Don't be looking for missing kids. The only reason you do that is because you know the money's going to come in. That's all you do it for, Benny. That's all it's ever been about, is the money with you. That's all it has ever been about. You know, there's genuine people out here now that want to make a difference. You know, I'm 43 years old and I feel like I have a calling in life. And I believe that I haven't gone through the shit I've been through for nothing. You know? There's a reason for everything. There is always a reason. You know, and what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You know, I say it over and over again. And I actually believe that we all have a purpose, you know, and I really believe this is my purpose because I am passionate about what I believe in, and I'm compassionate towards people and understanding towards people. I don't judge people, you know, and I kind of felt sorry for Candace and Don at first because, you know, I thought to myself, everybody's judging these people because, you know, they live out in the mountains and that they're not switched on and it's not fair, you know, and give them a chance, give them a chance. That's how I felt about it because, you know, I thought, look at what happened with Maddie McCann. Because her parents was doctors, they didn't, you know, and I'll just give them a chance, you know. Don is seriously fun. Do you know what? I'll actually be surprised if they actually let Don out of jail. I will actually be surprised. But, you know, I was kind of getting a bit, the day he came out and he came out with all this shit, I thought straight away there was one of two motives with Benny, because there has to be a motive. You know, for a sociopath, there has to be a motive. Psychopath as well as what he is. There has to be a motive. And I thought to myself, it's one of two things. It's either he's going to try and play Tyler and Brandy, which are Michael Vaughan's parents, or he's doing all this redemption shit, hoping that he can make amends with Donald Wells and start riding the Summer Wells train again. It's one of the two. It's probably both. Is that narcissistic? It's probably both. Who do we have in the house? Hello, Misty. Yeah. Yeah. this is what I mean. You have to break things down, and you have to be able to understand. When I say I understand mental health, I understand mental health. I've known for years, most of my life I had a mental health problem, but I also worked and studied, and I figured Benny Keys out very quickly, the kind of person he was. And he didn't have a problem admitting when he was called out about he was actually called out for being a narcissist. That was the thing he was actually called out for. And he came back and he says, no, I'm not a narcissist. I'm more of a sociopath, which is worse. Is worse. In my opinion, it is worse. Because a sociopath is a product of the environment it's made. But I believe that a psychopath, it's born. In fact, if you there's been studies on this, and there's a problem in the frontal lobe of certain people that have been studied that have that are psychopaths. Also, certain mental illnesses show up on brain scans as damage to the frontal lobes, so they can actually see this now. Benny admits he's got brain damage as well, so we don't know what kind of brain damage he's got. I mean, we know how ridiculous he is, but we don't know about his how bad this brain injury is that he's supposed to be he's supposed to have sustained. But good luck to him. I hope he gets his cash settlement, and I hope he disappears into the night, to be honest, and none of us ever have to deal with him again. Let me see what. Oh, my goodness, it does indeed. It does indeed. That's what I was thinking. Hooves. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking he'll probably try and get his claws into this first, so when Don does come out, he looks all, he's all redeemed, and he's trying to get into Candace again, you see. Because he knows it's only weeks before Don comes out, and Don is going to come out and he's going to start talking, because that's what he does. That's what he does really well, And Benny wants to be the big story breaker again and thinks he's going to ride that Summer Wells money train again. But we've got to stop it. We just got to stop him, because he's just a narcissistic fool. I mean, is he even monetized? Because if he is, I don't know how YouTube can justify monetizing somebody like that. I've got evidence that he is completely ripped off and misleaded a lot of women, and I mean really misleaded a lot of women. That's crazy. It's complete craziness. This is how he's got to where he's got to. He can't be himself. He has to be like this, I don't know, this I love you all individually and all this bollocks that he spouts. And people actually fall for it and keep falling for it. And that's what I was saying the other day. People fall for it that much, they become invested in him. And it doesn't matter what anybody says, they're still gonna, invest in him because they want to believe him. They want to believe he's this great person, and he's not. And he never ever will be a good person. Ever. I mean, look at his daughter, for Christ's sake. His daughter ain't gonna come out and say the shit she came out with. Me personally, I believe it. I have no reason not to believe what his daughter was saying about him, because most of what she says, you can see it. She knew about. That's right. That's exactly right. She knew about his schizophrenia, which is openly admitted. You know, and what's the problem being bisexual, Benny? Hmm? Why don't you want to admit that when you was actually caught on your knees with your brother-in-law? Maybe that's why you gay bash. You know, they do say that, don't they, Benny? Hmm? They do say that. People that gay bash especially. I think you've got a serious problem. I think you need to step out of the closet. Hiya. How you doing? Who we got in? Hi guys. Yeah, of course he is, and you know, we have to look at him for what he is, you know, and this ridiculous fan base of, you know, and I hate to say it, but you know, mostly elderly women that are supporting him. You know, and I mean, poor Stormy. I feel, I do genuinely feel awful for her because she's been through hell and back as well. You know, she has been through hell and back. And the shit he was saying to her, you know, making out like she was going to be his partner when the divorce was finalised and all this kind of shit. So the woman comes to you, tells you her secrets, and you listen to her and you're compassionate towards her. You give her advice, and then you full on take advantage of her because you know she's had a settlement. That's what you did, Benny, to a vulnerable woman. A woman that had been locked up, tortured, and RAPED. You knew she got a settlement, didn't you? You scumbag. And you tried to take her for everything you could. And when that one dried up as well, you just threw her away, didn't you? When she came out and she said the truth, that was it. That was it. No matter how many times you try to redeem yourself, somebody else that steps up. Someone else steps up, Benny. You can't redeem yourself, sweetheart. You cannot. Are you going to redeem yourself too? Hmm? Who are you going to redeem yourself to? You need to have a come to Jesus moment, and you need to get the fuck off YouTube, and you need to stay the fuck away from missing children's cases and ladies that are vulnerable, ladies that I support, vulnerable people, domestic violence victims, rape victims, abuse victims, child abuse victims. These are the kind of people you take advantage of, Benny Keys. That's what you do. And you sit there and you gloat. That's what you do. And then you try and discredit these people that have done so much for you. You try and discredit them. We all know that you invented rap. We all know that. And you pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. There was an alternative motive there as well, wasn't there? Just like there's an alternative motive why you've pushed them away. Because it was bringing too much negative attention. It's impossible to bring negative attention to you, Benny, because you've brought enough to yourself. I'm just listening to, I'm looking at, yeah, 100%. I second that. Yeah. Yeah. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. This is why the redemption ain't going to work with me at all. You know, I'm a fully grown, I'm a big woman. Do you think any man could come and take advantage of me now? Any man? Never. Never ever again. And I've got Benny Keys' cards. And I've had him for a long, long time. And as long as he's on this platform doing what he's doing, I will be here outing him. But that's not, that's not just what I'm here for. That's not just what I'm here for. But it's just another example of people taking advantage of, mental health especially. Or just vulnerable people in general. You don't find somebody vulnerable and milk them for everything you can milk them for. If you come across someone in your lifetime and they're a genuinely caring person, and you are a genuinely caring person, it's in your nature to protect that person. You wouldn't come out and say the things that you say about these people. I could never do that because I have too much empathy. I have too much heart. When I say to somebody, if you tell me something, it will not go any further unless you ask me, to out it. And it doesn't, and it wouldn't. I'm not going to say who sent them to me. You probably all know. But all these pictures you've all been seeing of Rap and Rap's house and all this, I've had them for weeks. Maybe somebody wanted me to dox him first, but I had no intention on doxing him at all. I just thought, well, okay, that's what he looks like, so what? Obviously, he doesn't want his face out there, so, I'm not going to dox the guy because I'm not down to do things like that, that's not in my nature. I believe that whatever you pay comes round fucking tenfold. Not threefold, tenfold. It'll come round back and it will bite you in the ass every fucking time. If you go out your day and you do good in your day, even if it's only one thing, you do one good thing a day and you help one person a day, you can't buy that feeling. That feeling's priceless. To know that you've genuinely helped somebody, a conversation that could have saved somebody's life, that's priceless. You're helping a woman getting out of a violent situation that's got children. You can't buy that kind of feeling. You cannot buy it. I get sad sometimes when I see it, and I think I just want to shout at the screen sometimes. Yeah, I just want to scream at the screen sometimes, and I want to say, like, oh, that's okay, sweetie. I just want to scream at the screen and just say, stop. But I don't know if you've all noticed, but when he's talking there, this Cash App gang and this PayPal gang has all stopped now. Oh, that's stopped. That stopped. Like I say, he's got his few that are still bankrolling and still doing his research for him while he sits there smoking weed all day. I just do not understand how people can just blindly follow, this kind of shit. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But I want people to know anyway that if you're ever in doubt about what kind of person Benny is, I urge you to look, and don't just look on YouTube. I urge you to Google his name. Oh, that's okay, darling. I urge you to Google his name. Benjamin Lindsay, and look for yourself what kind of person he is and what he does and the situations he surrounds himself in. He's a disgusting person. He really is. I had a girl reach out to me today, and she might come on panel with me tomorrow, I'm hoping. I helped her reach out today to Women's Aid. She was she must have been watching the other night, and she emailed through to me, and she was actually in a quite a bad predicament. I managed to contact Women's Aid for her and, get the help in place that she needed. She may come on here tomorrow. She's emailed me now and she's okay. She's actually in a Women's Aid shelter at the moment. So I'm going to carry on with that, keep up with that story and see how she's going and, keep you guys updated with that. I don't know if no, I don't think she will want to name and face out there for obvious reasons, but even if it's just a blank screen, you hear a story, I hope I can get her up tomorrow. Excuse me. Yeah, please, if you're coming in as well, smash the like button. If any of you guys, I do, if any of you guys are not subscribed as well, subscribe and hit the notification. I'll go live the same time every night. I'm also going to start going live on an early morning here, which is normally late at night over there. I'm trying to get the time zones right, you see, so it's a bit difficult. So I'll start doing a couple a day, and then carry on with my video editing as well, because there's so much. So we just need to get it all out there. Thank you, Jukes. Thank you. That's what it's about, though. That's what it's about. If you can help somebody, why wouldn't you? It's so much easier to hate somebody than to help them. It's so much easier to look down on somebody than help them up. Who are we to judge anybody and anybody's predicament? We're not. We're not God. We have no right to judge anybody. But we have the right in life to be able to stand up for people that don't have a voice or are in a vulnerable situation. I'll be back. It's lovely to see you. It's lovely to see you. Yeah, and that's what we need to do. We need to keep it. It's lovely to see you, B-Dac. I hope you're well. And just keep on the road. Just set a goal and just kind of stay on that path. But we need to just be useful, and help people. It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost anything to open the door for somebody that, or carry somebody shopping, or, just the smallest of kindest of things in your day, that could change somebody's whole day and change your whole day. Just be useful, instead of being, just spreading hate all the time. There's just no need for it. There's no need for it. And taking advantage of people in general. There's no need for it. It's good to see you, B-Dac. You're coming in just towards the end though now, because I'm about to wrap up for tonight. But I'm going to go live in the morning, B-Dac. I'm going to go down to the bog side, and I'm going to show you guys the neighbourhood of where I live. I think you'll find it really interesting as well. So I'll try and make it into a video. I will do a live, but I'll try and make it into a video as well. Oh, thank you, BDAC. Thank you. That means a lot. Everybody knows I haven't got a problem with BDAC. Everybody knows this. Yeah, thanks for coming in as well, BDAC. Even if you've been quiet all the way through, it's lovely. And I hope you come back up one of the nights and we've got something a bit more light-hearted that we can talk about, instead of all the stress that's been going on. I think over the next couple of weeks now, it should die down a little bit, so we can start getting back to a bit of normality, and doing the things that we came here to do. Oh, see, you're all so sweet. There is as well. There is many, many lonely people on YouTube. That's my son that you can all see. Quick run. I can see you in the mirror. Yeah, we need to think about these people that are alone. We see old people that are on their own, and I rap. We just need to just think more and think about what we're doing more and think about who we're doing it to. And like I says, we need to stop this manipulation. I don't. How long have you been here, Rap? Have you been listening all the way through, or I was talking about Benny's live earlier on, and the threats he was making, and I know most of them was towards yourself. And I'm not into that. I'm not into that. I think it's disgusting. So I did call him out. Hello, Savannah. I did call him out on that as well. Oh my gosh, we got yeah. This is it. These are the kind of people we want to reach out to, because as you say, people are the lonely, they're at home. If they know they can come somewhere at a certain time on an evening and just have somebody to talk to, and that's fair enough. I understand. We know there's a lot of shit going on in the background. We know that for a fact. There's a hell of a lot of shit going on in the background. And the thing is, again, we get told stuff and we know stuff and we don't run with it. And I was saying, Rap, I had your pictures weeks ago, and I did tell you I did, and it was the pictures, and I think they were sent to me maybe I was being set up to dox you or something. I don't know. Maybe they thought I'd run with that, but that was never going to happen. I've had a lot of information on a lot of people, and right, okay, and I would never put, I'd never put that information out there. I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't. That's up to that person if they want to come out, and if somebody wants to come on YouTube, and there's plenty of YouTubers out there that don't show the face. They make videos and they don't show the face, and it doesn't mean to say they're a criminal or all these things. I'm not going to go on get into the thing Rap with you and BK at all. I can't. You can't really talk about it, and it's it's just a long-winded out shit show, you know. I can't say, you know, I did say to you earlier on, I told you so, and I didn't mean that in a funny way either, you know, I didn't mean it in a funny way, but it was just, you know, kind of wish you would have listened a little bit earlier, but, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is, but when it comes to doxing and stuff, that was never going to happen. Yeah, I think Matt knows that as well. Hooves. You know, you can say a lot of things. You can say what you want about me, you know, and some people might think I'm a bitch or whatever, but I'm not. That's not what I'm about, you know. I'm not about doing this whole doxing thing and doxing people's kids and you know, bringing up fucking bullshit people's records and fake taxes, and we know they do it. It happens all the time. We see it all the time. You know, we can't believe when we see these taxes and stuff. We cannot, you know, we can't believe that they're all solid, because we know that it's easy to manipulate it. You know, it's easy to manipulate that situation. And I have saw rap. Thank you. Yeah, shut up. So my dog's going mad now. No, I don't. I mean, I don't mean it. I don't mean anybody, you know, bad. But there's other things I've got going on as well. Rap. You know, but BK isn't the be all and end all of. I just want to stop him from being able to move on to any other missing kids cases, or being involved with any other vulnerable families. That has to stop. That cannot be allowed to happen. You know, he cannot go in and do it again for a fourth time. It just cannot happen. And I'll do whatever I can to make sure it doesn't happen. But I can't comment really on that situation. I know what's going on. I know what is alleged. Thank you, BDAC. I'd like to think so. You know, it's a difficult situation, because it's two subjects. I don't believe anything Benny does, and I don't believe anything he says. And I know, and I told you, Rap, that and I told you, BDAC, as well. And I'm just glad that it didn't happen, and you know, you were straight about that. I said to you when you was on my panel, please, you need to hope that man has got nothing on you. And, you know, BDAC says straight away, he's got nothing on me. And Rap, you said, no, there's nothing. And I said, Rap, even Texas, anything, that man will fucking use. He will use, trust me. You know, it really is not the first rodeo, you know. Oh, we will, but we can try, you know. We're at it and we're trying. You know, it does exploit missing children, and that's his thing. That's his thing. He's not going out there looking for cold cases of missing people, because he knows it's not going to bring attention like missing child cases would. It's like he waits for them to hit a peak, you know, and if the parents look vulnerable enough, he pounces. That's what he does. And like I said, I really think all this bullshit now is either, you know, and I know he's trying to get back in touch with Candace again, is either because he knows Donald's coming out of jail in the next 4 or 5 weeks, or he's doing it to try and get on the Monkey Vaughan case. But I've reached out to enough people to make sure that they know exactly who Benny Keys is, Tyler and Brandy. I've made that a mission. But I think that he could probably sweet talk Candace again, because we know she's easily fucking sweet talked. And then you know, he said Don, he's going to be pissed when he comes out with him. The things that BK said about him, especially how he wanted to kill him and everything. You know, I mean, this big fucking redemption. I know, right? I know. I know. I know. There's a lot. I've got a lot of shit on him. I've got a lot of shit on him too. You know, and it's horrible because I just, you know, it's horrible that we've had to get into this situation, you know, and it's fell apart the way it fell apart. And I've never had a problem with you. I had a problem with Nicolina because she's a bully rat, you know, and I had a problem with Ben because of the way that he handles these missing kids cases and the way he'd already fucked up, you know, 2 other cases. And it was just like, oh, it's like he reinvents himself every time, you know, and then he gets a new group of followers. That's what it is. They're not the same people that have followed him from the last missing case. I think he kind of hopes that it doesn't come, you know, it doesn't come into it. I don't know. But he is some fucking piece of work. He is some kind of piece of work. You know, and I'm not saying he's not an intelligent person because he knows how to manipulate. But there's a big difference between being a manipulator and intelligence, isn't there? I mean, it just takes a bad person to want to manipulate anybody, you know? Yeah, I had a problem completely with that as well, E squared, and I actually called them out for it. Yes, you're right. It is indeed. It is completely against the law under false pretenses. So, what I'm going to say now is, if there's any victims of Benny Keys out there, especially vulnerable people, or if you know somebody that's vulnerable that has been a victim of Benny Keys, then you know, as Honey Pie says there, it's gaining funds under false pretenses. You know, it's fucking, it's scamming. It's scamming, you know, women, and it's almost all women out of money, you know, and pretending that you know, they're going to get this happy ever after with him. And, you know, and what he did on Stormy, I think is absolutely sickening. You know, I can just imagine how many other people he did it to. Especially after what Stormy had been through already, and he knew what she'd been through. You know? That's not a man, that's just a piece of shit. You know? He's just a piece of shit. But look, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up tonight, and I'm gonna be with you in the morning. And thank you, BDAC, for coming in. It was lovely to see you again. And my hooves and long gone, my 2 sidekicks, my besties. Thank you very, very much and Sugar Pie as well, for this evening. And I love you all loads. Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm just going to put that comment up. Yeah, that's true. We never know. That's okay, B-Dac. That's okay. And you, Rap. Have a great night. That's okay, Sugar Pie. Oh, that's okay, Jukes. You're welcome anytime. Anytime, you're welcome. And Savannah, I love you too. And we'll see. We'll get a few people up tomorrow, and we'll have some, you know, hey, Ricky, we'll have some conversations and stuff. There's so much we need to talk about, you know, like I said, there's pushing forward as well. There's so much more we can do, you know, and so much awareness we can bring out of different things, not just domestic violence and domestic violence and people trafficking and child trafficking, and there's big rings out there that and there's shit deep in it, you know, and there's quite a few of us that have got quite a lot, and it kind of goes a lot bigger than this internet, this YouTube community, you know. We're talking terrible things that needs to be exposed, that sometimes that the law enforcement knows about it, and I don't understand how people get away with some of the stuff they get away with, and there's just so much bad in the world, and it really saddens me that people are just, there's so many people just out for themselves, and that hurts my heart. It really does. It really does. But yeah, look, I'm gonna go now, and it's been great having you all here, and thank you for stopping by Rap and BDAC. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night, God bless.